let's add a bit of the details. I'm letting the green dry thoroughly. So I'm going to put the little stamens, or whatever they're called, on the cotton bolls. Now I'm going to use burnt umber and butter pecan. These are both plaid folk art colors. Butter pecan I don't think comes in multi-surface. It is only in the regular, but it's okay. I use both on all my paintings. So I'm double loading my brush, and it's mostly the burnt umber, touch of butter pecan, and just blend it in there. And then I'm just going to do what I call slide leaf stroke. So I'm just going to, right here at the base of the cotton bowl, just press, and it's at the chisel edge, standing up, press and lift. Press and lift. Didn't get that one quite fat enough. It's a little too skinny. I'm going to reload. Press. I'm leading with the butter pecan. Press and lift, and then press and lift. If I have to go over it, I will, if I want to make it a little deeper, darker. Same with this one. Press, lift, press, lift. That one, it kind of dried out there at the end of the stroke. Am I in the camera? Yes, I am. Press, stroke, press, stroke. Now we're just giving an indication. We're not trying to be real life. We're just indicating something. Let me kind of zoom in so you can see me do this a bit closer up. And I'm just setting my brush chisel edge, pressing down, drag, lift. Press, drag, lift. I give it a little curve sometimes on the side ones. Side little petal things. And there. I'm kind of making it look like it's holding on to that cotton bowl. Sorry for all the paint on my hands. Okay, there's those two, and then this one. Now, does it matter that some showing underneath? No, it does not matter. Like I said, the details, all of that, all works out. Now you can still see my pattern underneath there, and I would get my magic rub eraser and erase that. That'll take that right off. So I will wait to put the stems until I've taken that off. I gotta go find it. So I'm just gonna put my little stems in. Let me zoom back out. I put the stem in right here on this one. And this one I need to still do the white part. And I shall in a moment. But I'm going to go and do this one over here. And I'm going to do the press, lift, press, lift, press, lift. And reload the brush. Make sure I have a decent chisel edge on it so that I can do the stem. And you can kind of do little viney things if you want. And it didn't meet up with the bowl there. So pull it all the way up. And that looks pretty good for the cotton balls, I guess. Bowls. I don't know exactly what they call them, but that's close enough. So now I will find my eraser and take care of those little marks. Now let's move to this one. The one in my sample that I showed at the beginning of this was done, the background too, was done with Thunder Gray and white. So I'm going to do Thunder Gray. I really like the color of that pumpkin and how it came out. And so here's the Thunder Gray and here's the white, and I'm going to double load the same way I did before. And my white is a little thick, so I need to put out some fresh white. And I got a number 12 brush to do this instead of the 3/4 inch because I have smaller ribs to work on here, and I want to have a little more control. And to go over those darker colors, I probably am going to have to do it a couple coats. Now you can't really see the difference between the two colors right now, but that's okay. We're going to keep working at it. I'm going to put out the fresh white. My palette's getting a little full. I probably should get another piece of paper or fold this one over. My white's, oh, there it comes. Didn't want to come out. All right, double loading. Thunder Gray and Wicker White. Whoops, got it on the wrong side. That happens sometimes. Okay, so now I'm going to go around again here. The Thunder Gray is on the rib side. And I'm coming up all the way up to the top. And double loading with the Thunder Gray and the white. Now this is a little wider, so I'm going to just go along that other edge and then fill in. Oh, I'm wrong. I had more gray and less white, so let's redo that. More gray, less, and the white was the ribs. So, it's okay. It all comes out in the wash. I'm kind of skewering the lines. If you have your pattern, then you can stick with it. I'm just going to go ahead and fill in with the Thunder Gray for the most part. Now I'm going to dip one corner in the white, and then I'm going to come and make that line there. See how that works? Keep that line white all the way up there to the stem. And I'm just going to go over this pumpkin as well. Oh, I got a little bit of the brown in there, that's fine. Now I'm dipping a corner in the white. So you got a corner of white. And I'm going to kind of bring it up to this as a rib here. Got a little more of the brown in there. How did I do that? I must have dipped it in the brown on here. It's all right. I like the striations or the little bit in there for a little shadow. It's not perfect, which is perfect. I don't want perfect. I want it to have interest. When you add the details, it all comes together. This is supposed to come down further. There, that's better. Go over that coral there. I'm getting a lot of glare, so I have to look around. Okay. I think there needs to be a little bit more, coming a little bit wider here. Put a little white on that, just a touch. In that area, adds a little highlight. Now if you do something like this, where it's kind of encroaching, you can go back. I rinsed out my brush, go back to the succulent on your palette and make that round again. And I mean round, that one's round, so this is coming back up over it. There. So now that pumpkin is disappearing down there. Okay, so I think it's time for some stems.